Hey everybody, it's Pixelated Pat and I'm back at it again with a brand new Nuzlocke. This time around we're going to be running a randomizer of Pokemon Crystal. All hardcore rules apply. I'll go ahead and leave them on the screen for you guys to see. That being said, thank you so much to everybody who took the time to vote for this in the poll that I put in my community tab. The last time I played a Crystal randomizer, I wasn't able to complete it due to the complications I was having with my phone. In case you were wondering, it was the very same water damage complications that plagued our Pokemon Gaia run, but the good news is that this time around I have a water protected case on my phone, so we don't need to worry about water damage screwing up this run. That being said, the goal for this Nuzlocke is simple: make it to the end game and kick Red off Mount Silver. While I don't exactly feel the same amount of narrative weight to the battle with Red this time around due to the fact that this is a randomizer, so it's kind of like we're facing glitchy Red, the thought of getting to battle him again in a high stakes setting is just enough to get my Saiyan blood pumping. Daddy's been away for a while, so there's nothing I want more than to share some awesome battles with you guys. Anyways, the time has come to choose our starter Pokemon, and for the first time in a while, we actually have three really solid choices to choose from between Pupitar, Aerodactyl, and Poliwhirl. Pupitar gives us a pseudo by the end game, Aerodactyl would be an asset right off the bat with its high speed and attack, and Poliwhirl would instantly check the other two. It was a tough choice, but after some careful deliberation, I decided that Pupitar would be the best choice due to the fact that choosing Aerodactyl would give him Poliwhirl, which would more than likely guarantee a first battle wipe, something I would like to avoid. So everyone say hello to our starter for the run, Queen Tyra. That being said, I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am by the fact that I have the opportunity to raise another Tyranitar. Granted, it does come with the challenge of having to keep it alive up to that point, a very daunting task when you consider the fact that I still have to shake off the rust of not Nuzlocking for 6 months. The challenge of the run is half the excitement. Not only that, but the Pupitar I raised in my Leaf Green randomizer Nuzlocke actually didn't make it to the final team due to the fact that Plusle offered overall better coverage to the team. I had every intention of taking Tyranitar to the Pokemon League in that run, but the role it would have provided the team with was already covered by Swampert. That and Plusle came with a very fun niche Encore strat that helped set up a major sweep for Blaziken. No regrets in not choosing Tyranitar to be a part of that final team, but I feel like it's going to be different this time around without Swampert here to hog its role. Next up, we have our very first survival battle, and the strategy here is simple: don't fucking die. Granted, getting hit with a crit right off the bat is going to make that task all the more difficult, especially when you consider the risk I took by making our rival choose a Pokemon like Aerodactyl in the first place. Nevertheless, the berry equipped to our starter at the beginning of the game comes in clutch and allows us to button mash our way to victory with Bite. This won't be the first time this Aerodactyl gives us trouble either, due to the fact that Pupitar doesn't learn Rock Slide till level 22, and we still have one more battle before the level cap will allow us to level up to that point, which means we have to depend on our counters to give us something good that can combat this behemoth appropriately. Next on the agenda, we have to give our rival's name to the police, and while I know his name is Silver, I ain't no snitch, so I told them his name was Sasuke. I feel like it's really fitting due to the fact that practically being an orphan makes him the Sasuke of this verse, not to mention the fact that he's a complete and total edgelord. Next up, we head back to the house so we can deny the option to have our mom save money for us, which finally brings us to what we've all been waiting for, the first encounter of the run, which is none other than this motherfucking Geodude. Now, in any other Nuzlocke, I'd be bummed to see just the Geodude as my encounter, but this gives us early access to rock type attacks, which already gives us a check for Aerodactyl, so I was quite excited to see it and add it to the team, especially after how easy it went into the ball. Granted, I'd also love for our encounter this route to be either the Kingler or Shuckle we encountered due to the fact that Shuckle opens up the door for stall strats. Like I always say, the best part of a Nuzlocke is working with the resources given to you. Right after that, we head over to Route 47 for our next encounter, which I am excited to say is an old friend from my first Nuzlocke and a complete and total asset, Persian. I knew I had to make this Persian mine at all costs, so instead of attacking it and risking a crit, I instead opt to stall it out by chipping away at its health with a sandstorm. I also send in Geodude to help with this endeavor, but he's not able to stay out for very long due to the fact that we did not heal him before this encounter. When I realized that Persian also had Bite a couple seconds later, I felt like I dodged a bullet since it would have sucked to lose a Pokemon this early. However, it would have been worth the risk due to the utility Persian offers with its ability to grind out money with payday. Money management is one of the most important parts of surviving a Nuzlocke, especially when it comes to the long routes and dungeons, so the fact that I was able to welcome an old friend back to the team with my last Pokeball at that felt beyond amazing. Now let's give a warm welcome to our old friend Boots. Anyways, we are fast approaching the end of the video, so before we do, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to all of you absolute legends who waited 6 months for me to get back to making videos. You didn't have to stick around, and the fact that you did means the absolute world to me. I have a strong feeling this run is going to be special for all of us, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. That being said, I'll see you in the next one, and have a great day.